Hello everyone, Ordinal Tower Rank 8 is now out. This rank of Ordinal Tower can be seen as a glorified purple trigger where each individual room makes use of specific gimmicks or conditions to clear the room and move on to the next floor. As a whole, this is a pretty good quest. Unfortunately, Dreadkeeper 5 does not drop here, so we all must continue to suffer and cope. However, it drops the materials needed to make Mega Trio and Glangigas Maste, so it's at the very least a more enjoyable aerial intruders run at the cost of being slightly more difficult due to the gimmicks. Unlike Ordinal Tower Rank 7, which had hidden bosses, this does not have hidden bosses. Merely, it is a straight shoot towards the boss and move on to the next room with gimmicks. There will be a party arcs record for this next week, so if you want to have a good idea of what to do, this video should cover that for you. Well, that is assuming I don't forget to actually, edit this and upload it before the arcs record actually starts. Just keep in mind, first-hand experience is always very important, so you'll want to practice this yourself and not just use this video as a reference. So let's get into each floor. Floor 1 of Ordinal Tower Rank 8 consists of a simple condition of killing 6 enemies. 3 of these are Tinos from Stia, 2 of them are Pedis swords, and the final target is Dark Maglas. All 6 of these targets can be found on the right side of this room, so you should entirely ignore the left-hand portion of this room. Or rather, that's what I would like to say, as the entire left-hand portion of the room will usually wind up coming to you. The worst offender here is a Calclundo, which exists purely to get in your way. It's not needed to move on to the next floor, but it will target you anyways, even if you go right. Just focus on Dark Maglas and the other 5 targets, and they should all die quickly. After clearing out the 6 targets on floor 1, we move on to floor 2. Floor 2 has a malevolent Raylin in the center of the arena with a Snorruck with a Growlzard stuck in a caged box. I'm pretty sure it's called Growlzard, correct me if I'm wrong. The target for this stage is a Snorruck, so the Raylin can be completely ignored. What you're supposed to do here is send one player to go to a platform up these squares where you spawn in to open the gate, freeing the Snorruck and allowing you to attack it. Raylin's purpose, like Calclundo's, is to get in your way and can be ignored. If, for whatever reason, you defeat Raylin, it will free the Snorruck, but that's a huge waste of time. Destroying Snorruck's Growlzard core makes it take more damage briefly and cancels out the damage modifier from the Growlzard, which, while not mandatory, is still pretty useful, as I believe destroying a Growlzard core will make it take more damage. The next stage has a single target in that of an elite Venogia. However, while you might think you have to fight Venogia properly, you actually don't. Placed on this floor are 3 things commonly seen in both Lacile Expiration and News Implant, which, upon sidestepping at the right time, will target a nearby enemy with an explosion. These explosions deal massive damage to whatever you are locked onto, and there are 3 of them. The damage these do will far exceed whatever weapons can do, so these are essential for killing Venogia as quickly as possible. There just so happens to be, however, Pedis with healing packs on their back, which will heal Venogia, so while you could destroy those, you should focus on landing as many sidesteps in as you can to out-heal the damage they heal back. The 4th floor has an Ikusa and Goku along with a bunch of sensor bars. Yeah, that hardly used mechanic that you commonly see in Stia is here. Stepping on these will summon more trash mobs up to 2 times, which will impede your way. However, they are not required to move on, only Goku. The problem here is that the first wave of these mobs that will spawn from activating sensors is a bunch of dots, which, while not overly difficult, can be very annoying, and then the second wave would be Pedis with healing packs on their back. Yeah, healing packs are very fun, aren't they? At the very back of the arena, there is a Photon Blast Flower which can be used on either Goku or saved for the final floor. Upon defeating Ikusa and Goku, you move on to the final floor, which has a malevolent Dryervus. There are no gimmicks to this floor, just a straight up boss fight. Upon dealing 75% of its HP, a malevolent Ring Wedge will also spawn in, and is also a condition for clearing the quest, so finishing Dryervus off and then dealing with Ring Wedge to end the quest is what you want to do here. A good strategy here is to use all of your burst damage, so that can be cooldowns or Photon Blasts on Dryervus the moment it spawns in, and then immediately equip Mars Hydra. You can then use a mixture of Hydra's normal attacks and press its weapon action to gain enhanced normals, and then when you down Dryervus, you can then use the held weapon action on Hydra to deal massive damage. You can generally get this off at least once or twice before Ring Wedge comes in. Something to also note is that for some reason bosses in NGS, they don't attack you at the same time They kind of take turns attacking, so when Ring Wedge spawns in, it won't directly attack you. You've got around, I want to say, a 8 to 10 second window before it starts to actually aggro onto someone. So on the chance you do manage to down Dryervus at the same time Calclundo spawns in, you do have time to at least shoot it with Hydra once. So it's something to note. And after that, you'll want to fight Ring Wedge with your extra weapons because chances are Mars will wear off by then. That's basically all of the quest, no secret paths or anything you need to worry about. The only floor that might prove annoying is the Vinogia floor because you have to avoid Vinogia's AoEs while trying to trigger the sidestep traps. But other than that, it's very simple. The enemies just hit pretty hard. With that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. So, anyone want to start an initiative to revive Weird Gorge? I swear, it's going to be like 15 mil one day just to make a single Grand Dreadkeeper 2 cap if nothing is done, and Gorge will still be dead. Nobody? Anybody? Oh, right, I'm just talking to myself. No Dreadkeeper 5 has driven me crazier than I already am.